I'm so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little painting. I hope you guys can follow along with me. Let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While you're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. On my regular pre-stretch double prime canvas with a thin layer of liquid white on top. Rather than that, it's slick, it's wet, it's ready to go. Now, usually I do landscapes, which I'm still gonna do. Sorry if I hyped it up a bit, but I want to change things up a bit, and I don't know where that goes along the line, so we'll see. It's probably not gonna be for today's video, but I'm saying down the line I want to start tweaking some things and changing them up to better everything. Change things up a bit. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let me take my brush through a little bit of phthalo blue. What the heck? Phthalo blue, maybe a little Prussian blue. Just a little bit. Just tap it on the bristles of your 2-inch brush. Now look at that. Now, let me go ahead and just go crazy. There we are. And just shoom. Let it go wild. My add-on for the easel was making quite some noise, so let's see if removing it will help. Nope, still makes noises. I gotta check that out later. You'll hear that noise a bit. There, just go across. Little Prussian blue. Tap it on the bristles. Maybe. What the heck? It's fun to do a nice, crazy sky. There. Go across. You can lift up and down as well. However you like. Whatever makes you happy. Okay. Now, let me grab a filbert brush. I'm going to take it straight in titanium white. Titanium white. And let's come up here and just, you know what? Just add in a cloud right around here. Just passing by. There. Kind of just tap in. It'll do the work for you. Now, grab the top corner of your brush and we're going to blend the base of the cloud. Lift upwards very gently. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and let's go into Prussian blue. And just, okay, I don't know what I was expecting there. I just used straight Prussian blue. Let's do Prussian blue and a little bit of phthalo green. Just mix it up a bit. See what we get. These are gonna be out in the distance, so I don't care too much about it. At least I think so. That's what I think right now. Let it pass 30 minutes. I might think differently. Just added a little sap green. just using the corner of my 2-inch. There, just seeing what comes up really. Just going to pull that paint down, go across, just like so. Now, if you're like me, you don't like the way this looks, so let's go ahead, let's cover this up. I'm gonna grab a little bit of mountain mixture and a little bit of sap green using my flat brush, more sap green, and a little touch of white. There we are. Let's come up here and just scrub a dub. There we are. Okay, there's the basic thing going on there. Grab and pull that paint down, go across, and then lift up that paint a bit. Just gonna spread it out a bit, and then lift up. Okay, I can tell there's some spaces where there shouldn't be much space between, making it look like a fence. That's the last thing I want. So just fixing that up. There. Okay, now let's grab more mountain mixture and just add it to the pile of green. And as you can see, it makes a nice dark color. Let's go ahead. Let's decide. Maybe a path would be around there. There. Just sort of block it in. Get that color in there. That's all you gotta worry about right now. There we are. Now just grab it and you can move that paint around. The benefits of having liquid white on here. There. Now, let me go ahead, let me add some crimson to my red. Just try and make a nice brown color. But I'm just doing the silhouette, so I can get a nice brown right now, but that's not the point. The point right now is simply to outline where I want my stuff to go. Maybe you see a little bit and it covers up there. There we are. And then block in basic color over here. There. We're gonna add in a fence. You know what? It would be more diagonal to call the center of attention. Oh, so then that's a mistake. See, when you have a mistake this big, or as Bob Ross would call it, a happy little accident, you're curious, what am I going to do? Simply scratch it off. Okay? Now, let me go ahead and grab a little green. There. The composition I want, it needs different location for those trees. There. Just loading up basic color. There we are. Let me just load up that color in here, just so I can blend it out a bit easier. There. Now you're probably saying, well, the sky, it's better not to put a light blue color because it's just gonna blend and just make it worse. So when things like that happen, I would recommend you try to cover it up with another tree or something in that placement. If you do not want anything in that placement, what I would do is keep scraping it, grab a wipey, wipe it off, then add some more color onto it. But for the purpose of the video, I'm just gonna cover it with another tree or another bush. I don't know yet, but I'm going to cover it up. So as of right now, it's like that. Okay. So I want to see it like that. Kind of like lead the eye. Maybe like so. And right here you get a bit. You can always change things up. Don't be scared to try something. If it doesn't work, you just fix it. There. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. We all make them. Nothing to be ashamed about. Okay, so we got that going on. We're at around 14 minutes. Let's go ahead and let me grab some black and just cover up the base of those distant trees. Just using a flat brush, just tapping. There. There we are. Just tap, tap, tap. And just kind of slide it on. Right now I'm just kind of blocking in stuff. I know I already messed up, but hey, that's the process. We're gonna go into a little sap green and mountain mixture. Now this one, for sure it's final. I don't plan on changing this. I already thought about this. We can cover the base up. Right now it's just adding the the shapes and all that. I don't care too much. Let's make that one taller. There we are. And just bring it down to the thing. Right there. There. I'm not worried about the way the trees look or if they're too tall, too short. I'm gonna fix everything. But for the most part, I'm putting them the size I want, really. If I want them taller, I would just extend from the base. Makes it easier on me. There, look, that covers it up. But we can't have it looking weird. So over here, because if you just have that pile of trees just laying over there, it's gonna look weird. Someone's gonna know you did a little mistake over there. Okay, so we got that going on. Now, let me go ahead and let's add some red, some alizarin crimson for my red, a little bit of white, maybe, shoom, shoom. There, I like that placement better because the the fence kind of leads the eye, and then over here you'll have all that action going on. And then there, just tap with my flat brush. I'm just tapping the basic leaf formation or whatever you can call it. Okay, so now it's time to try to bring everything together. I'm gonna grab a 1-inch brush and I'm gonna take my brush through sap green and pull it directly through cadmium yellow one direction. Let's come up here. Needs a little liquid white. So let me just add in a little liquid white, a little more color, make it more green. There. Okay, maybe, or you know what, let me just use up that color before I change the color on my brush because I don't have paint thinner to say, alright, let me just wash the brush. Paint thinner is very expensive. That's what I don't like. Expensive and harmful. Usually the harmful stuff are pretty cheap. Not with painting. Okay. Some more sap green, maybe a touch of Prussian blue. Just pulling it one direction. There. Just tap a little. That big one, I want it to be like an orange. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't, just because there's trees there, don't say I'm not gonna do it. I know we're all lazy, but we can't be that lazy. Or we probably can, but better to play it safe than sorry. I'll tell you that much. There. Let me scratch in a few little sticks and twigs that'd be sticking out of there. There. Just with the edge of the knife. Okay. Let me grab a blue shop towel to clean off my brush, my 1-inch. That way, when I put in that orange color, it doesn't really pollute it that bad. So I'm just wiping it on a blue shop towel, which is pretty good. Does a good job. Let's go ahead. Let me clear up my green color from my palette. And I gotta mix up an orange, little bright red, little cadmium yellow. Just mix it up. A little more bright red. You mix up the colors you like. I'm not here to tell you what colors to use. I'm just here to show you or give you ideas of what to paint. There, just mixing up that paint. And let me pull my brush one direction. And look how loaded that brush is. Now, let's come up here to my canvas. Okay, needs a little liquid white. It's okay. As we all know, a thin paint sticks on to a thicker paint. So, just a little liquid white or paint thinner, depending your preference. And just highlight those bushes. There we are. There. Now, I'm going to take my brush through some bright red and just going to pop in this little spot. Maybe needs a little liquid white. Almost everything needs liquid white now. There. Just sneaking that in. Okay. Little sticks, twigs. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get this painting speed up. Let me grab a little bit of sap green and cadmium yellow. Just load up both sides of your brush. I'm using a good old 2-inch. And just come up here and just tap it in. There. I focused too much on the blocking in, where it took me much more time blocking in than actually doing the painting itself. Don't be like me. Actually work on your painting. There we are. That's what happens when you plan too much. There. Usually the videos I try to plan a painting for takes longer, and the videos where I'm freestyling it, they're the shorter ones. There. Just tap it. There. Maybe a few little light spots here and there. Now, there we are. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let's make that tree orange. Let's change things up a bit. Every time I paint a tree, it's green leaves, which nothing wrong with that, but I know you guys are getting bored of it, and you guys want to see something new. Okay, let me grab a little white. That's not brown. I thought that was brown. Let me clear up a space on my palette. Okay. And some alizarin crimson and some sap green. Just mix it up until you have the color you want. I want a brown to the red side, so that's what I'm looking for. A little bit of titanium white. Look at that. Nice, gorgeous color. It's like showing off my child. Look at that. He did this. Little liquid white. Just to thin out that paint. And just like so. Just add in a quick little highlight. There. I'm gonna give it an extra little highlight just to make it pop out a bit more. There. Maybe a few little shadows that live out here. There. Back to that brown color. You can go back and forth, back and forth. Let's go ahead. Boop, 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 boop. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, let me grab some sap green, cadmium yellow, a little touch of liquid white. And let's come up here to the canvas and just add in a few little highlights. This is where the shape of your tree comes into play. I'm going to do two first, then I'm going to darken up the other two, and so on and so forth, just to have more. I gotta darken that up. There's no other way. I'm gonna cover that up, don't worry. There. Just loading up my brush, going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, no more liquid white. Shoot. Just like so. Okay. And then maybe over here. There. Shoot. And just let it blend out. They kind of just blend in, become the, I wouldn't say Three Musketeers, but Four Musketeers. Okay. Load up my 2-inch and just fix wherever I think should be. Okay. Now, let me wipe my brush off a bit. And over here we completely lost my tree. There. Came back again. It came back. Okay. Make sure you're loading your brush full with paint. If not, this will not work. Okay. There. Shoo. Now, I'm going to wipe my brush once again and take it through my brown. First, I'm going to take it through a little red just so I don't pollute my brown too much. A little bit of liquid white and just shoop, shoop, boop, 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 boop. Now, I'm going to grab a little bit of black, add it to that brown color, just a little bit, just to create a little bit of shadows. And then blocking in those shadows. Boop. There. You can just go back and forth, messing around with it. Now, last couple of things. Just going to go through the brown here. Different values. There. Load up my brush. A little bit of grass. And maybe some grass is eating it up. And I think lastly, the last thing we should do is just add in maybe a bird or two. Let me see if I can get my paint thin enough. Okay. And maybe you see a little stick just popping out. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoy this video and try this painting out. It's a little different, not too different, but as I said, I want to try and change things up a bit, make everything a little more newer, more fresh, more interesting. I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I hope you try this painting. If you do, send me an email. I would love to see what you create. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for each and every one of your guys' support, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, my friend. Goodbye.